Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are here at Poultry Farm. At Poultry Farm, our aim and our core value is to give farmers timely information to stay in business in and out of season, regardless of the season, and to give information that will help maximize their profit. Welcome back. If you are a new subscriber, this is Poultry Farm. And do well to click on the like button, do well to hit the notification bell so as to get more of our valuable content and information. And if you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome. Now let's get to the business of the day. Thank you. So in this video we'll be talking about the importance of record keeping and how to use our farm book to keep our record, because it's very important. Now we can't overemphasize the reason why we have to keep our record in our farm. I mean, everything going on in the farm, both the inventory, what the input of the farm and also the output of the farm, what goes out of the farm daily and what we bring into the farm daily. So we have to record everything. Some farmer is very funny that some farmer just only record the mortality, the number of egg pigged, the number of egg pig and mortality. But we can see now we are using New Hope farm book, farm production record. You can see New Hope farm production record, and if we open it, you will see that the record book starts from chick starter period. This is the period where you just get in and get your feed. Many farmers knows this, but I know for some farmers that are just coming into this business, for some people that are just looking into coming into farm business, these are things that you have to put into consideration. You don't just bring your flocks in and just say, okay, let me just start rearing my chicken. How many times are they going to lay? How many days am I going to rear them? No. If you're into business, so please approach it as a business. If you are into business, approach it as a business. So look at this. So you have to look into recording everything that goes in to your farm and comes out of your farm. But that does not start when your birds start laying. As I've said earlier, you have to take note of everything in your farm from the beginning, from the very first day you start your farm, which is the day one, the day you receive your bird. Like now in our own farm, Poultry Farm, these are birds that we are raising now. Look at it. We have the day of arrival. You can see it very well. Day of arrival. Look at the date. We have the date, the week. This is the date. This is the age of the bird. Day 1, week 1, day 2, week 2, day 3, week 1, day 4, week 1, and so on. The opening stock is the number of the birds that we have in the farm that you received, while mortality is the number of birds that died. The number of birds that you lost on the farm on a daily basis, and the mortality ratio, is it ratio 1, ratio 2? I'm going to do a separate video on how to calculate your mortality rate in your farm. And the closing stock is the stock for that day, the remaining stock. You can see now on the day of arrival of our own bird, the second day, which is the day 1. Mind you, the day of arrival is day 0. We have day 0 to the last day. The day of arrival is day 0, while the first day is day 1. The second day for the day of arrival is day 1. So the day 1 of our own bird, when we receive our own bird, we had 2 mortality. We had 2 mortality of our own day 1. So the closing stock is 213, because we have 215 the first day, then we have 213, because we minus mortality minus the opening stock will give us the closing stock. The mortality minus the opening stock will give us the closing stock. And this tibia length, you can measure it, but for us, for some reason, we did not measure it. That's the length of your leg. Yes, the length of your leg, which you can measure or you might not. But their body weight is very important. I see some farmers, they don't do their due diligence to do everything necessary in their farm, and that will result to when they don't do what is necessary, we know the reason, we know the result. that might give them loss in their profit. You know, everybody comes to business for the sole aim of receiving or of having profit. And look at this one, the body weight. We started measuring our own body weight from week 1. Yes, just choose a day in a week. It's not hard. Choose a day in a week and measure your bed. Get a scale, a small scale, and measure your bed. Measure your bed from to get the body weight. Measure your bed. Choose a day to measure your bed. You can use a scale like this. You can see this is the scale we use at our own farm. It's 5 kilogram, 5 kg. So you measure your bed with this. I think it's not that expensive, and with this you are good to go to measure your bed to get the daily, the weekly weight. This is very important so that you can know if your bed is growing or not. If your bed is growing or not, because you know, poultry farmers always assume, they just look at their bed and say, it's as if this bed is growing. Look at it, it's looking fine. But it might not be looking fine. Something might be wrong with the bed. The bed might just have feather all over its body. It might have come down with some disease. But if you take your weekly measurement, you will know if something is wrong with your bed. Look at the body weight here, the average weight. You calculate the average weight by taking some sample randomly. You pick randomly, you weigh them. After weighing them randomly, then you divide it by the number of bed you've taken. Let's say you measure 10 bed, then you divide your 10 bed, you add the number of the weight together, then you divide it by 10. That is how to get the average weight of your bird. And then the feed consumption, the number of feed you are giving them per day should be in record. It should be recorded every day. If you are giving them 1 bag, which is 25 kg, you are giving them, and this applies to any number of bird you have in your farm. Even if you have 1,000 flock, if you have 10,000 capacity, even if you have 200 birds, just like here, you can see. Look at it now. You can see properly, very vividly. We have 215 birds here from the hatchery, and we have all this record from the beginning of their laying of their period, not their laying period, from their starter period. So you have to know the amount of feed you are giving them on a daily basis per gram, then you have per kilogram, and you have to write it down. Their water consumption too is very important, to know the amount of water they are taking per day. If they are taking 1,000 liter, if they are taking 200 liter, 10 liter, any amount of thing you're giving them, you have to keep record. This is very, very important. That is, you are in business. If you are in business, be in business. If you are doing your backyard farm, your backyard farming, yes, fine, that's fine. But if you are in if you are in a commercial farming, if you are a commercial farmer, you are in it for a purpose of making profits. You have to document everything, so at the end of the day you'll be able to do minus and plus, and you know if you are making profit or not. So we can proceed now. Their medication and their vaccinations should be also recorded. Look at it. This is their medication and vaccination. The first thing, we give them anti-stress, antibiotic, and all that. Then their remark, and you have to, here we have the measurement of the medication. This is, we give them 2.5 milliliter per 10 liter ml per 10. So you have to know the measurement of, even including the measurement of the medication you are giving to them. This is for future purpose, in case a visiting vet comes to your farm. If a visiting vet, a professional, see this, it will be able to help you when you need help in your farm. But if you can't give any record, even you can't help a veterinary doctor. Even if the veterinary doctor is come from abroad, you can't help. He can't do anything if you are not able to say what is happening on your farm. And look at it. It goes on and on and on. Look at it. The same thing. You continue the same process. Week 4, week 5, week 6. You continue like that, and like that. As you can see, you continue like that and like that and like that. So till your bird get to the grower stage. Look at it. Then you continue like that and like that. Our bird is still at the grower stage. That's why we have not yet filled the rest. Then look at it. This is the pre-laying period. where you have everything. What you have been doing in the beginning, that's what you are going to repeat. Look at it, look at it, look at the layering period till they start laying, till the day you sell off the bed as old layers. And that is the first part of this video. So let's get to the second part of this video. Now, right to the second part of this video. Now we have the record book, the inventory and expenses book. What is going out of the farm, for example, if you are just starting out, everything you've gotten, your fixed capital and your daily expenses, you have to put everything in writing. What is the purpose? Remember, our goal in Coca Farm is to help farmers get relevant information for the purpose of staying in business in and out of season. It's very important, in and out of season, and for the purpose of making profit. When you write everything down, that is when you are able to, at the end of the day, when you sell your bread and when you start selling your egg, if you are a layer farmer, if you start selling your egg, and if you're a broiler farmer, if you start selling your meat, and if you sell your meat, for the purpose of you knowing if you have made profit or if you have made loss, no gimmicks, no gainsay. So that you're able to say, yes, I made so amount of profit. Not that I am making profit. We are just, we are just bringing egg inside, taking it out, bringing it inside. We are just selling. People are just saying that you are just bringing, selling your stuff. We are making profit. You are in business. No, you have to know. You have to know if you are making profits or you are making loss. And if you are making losses, you have to adjust and check where you are making losses. So look at the inventory, the record, the date, what you needed, everything you've bought. Here we bought our drinker, our feeder, our charcoal pot, our footwear, our lamp holder, and everything we've bought for the purpose of wearing from the beginning. These ones have fixed capital. So when that one is fixed capital, but for the daily expenses, it's very important to know what comes out of the farm daily and what comes into the farm daily. For example, look at here now in our column, we have the transportation fee. Look at it. We have the transportation fee. We have the name of item we purchased, the price of it, how many quantity is it, the transportation that we take to farm to and fro. There is no how you have a business that will not run its own expenses. It can differ, but it will definitely run it. Even if you have your own car that you are bringing into your business place, you will fuel your car to come to your place of work. You will fuel your car, and if you have not yet gotten your own your business transportation, you enter a public transportation. That is so amount. I come to farm today, I use 400 naira as transportation, I use 1,000 as transportation. You pen it down, 400 naira. What am I buying every day? I buy my feed today. I got my feed today at the rate of so amount. You write it down. The name of the feed I got this. I got iPro chicks. You write it down. The amount of the chick you bought, you write it down. If you get vaccination, your vaccine, you want to vaccinate your Ben for 3-in-1, you want to give them fowl pox vaccination or any form of vaccination, even if you want to give them multivitamin, how much are they selling the multivitamin? You write it down. You pen it down. How many bag of feed did I buy this week? You write it down. You write the name and the amount and the date. Then at the end of the month, you have to do your balance sheet. You have to balance your work so that you can know how much you are putting into your farm per month. I do my own. We do our own at Coca Farm every month. At the end of the month, you can see it. Look at this. At the end of the month, we pen down what we are spending at the end of the month for each month. Even from the beginning, remember, we are not yet in the laying period, but we have started doing this. Look at it. We are going to write at the end of each month. We write it down. Now tell me, how are we not going to know if we make profit at the end of the day? So for our first egg, we are into laying. We're a layers farm. when our birds start dropping, then when we start selling our crates of egg, we'll be able to minus at the end of the month. We calculate how much we give to them, how much we used to raise them from week 1 to the week they start laying, if it is week 16, week 18, or any week they start laying. So we are going to write it down. Then we do our minus and plus. For how long did they lay? When we want to dispose our birds as old layers, for how much do we do it? So after disposing our birds as old layers, we can because it's a daily thing. We have to write it down daily. Then we can calculate everything. Then that we're able to know if we have make our profit or if we have make loss. If we have make our profit, then we congratulate ourselves, we improve more. But if it is loss, then we are going to know, we're going to check back on the loopholes of where we have got it wrong, because we have to do business for the purpose of making profit. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end. If you have gotten value from this video, do well to like this video, share, and click on the notification bell to get more useful content from us, more useful information. See you in our next video. Bye.